Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's get it on!
It's the JP Lopez Show.
Welcome back to the JP Lopez Show. These fucking guys are everything to me, man. Y'all motherfuckers, dude. So, just going off the rip, no fucking show notes, no shit, though. Let's see where this goes. This episode goes.
Speaking of raw dogging.
Yeah, speaking of raw dogging life.
Spit on it.
Hey, one thing I wanted to bring up and ask y'all, for like legit question. When we were kids, do y'all ever recall dogs being afraid of fucking fireworks? Was that a thing?
I don't remember any of this shit. I don't
When
remember.
the fuck did dogs become afraid of fireworks?
I know, I'm all shocked. I'm like, what the fuck you mean the dog's scared of fireworks?
They were used to our grandpas or dads yelling at them all fucking day. They didn't care about fireworks.
Like the dogs were outside with us, popping fireworks.
I know,
What the fuck?
they're all lighting them up themselves.
That's a good question, though, to think about. I said, wait a minute. No, dogs back then, yeah, random motherfucking dogs be out there where you popping fireworks.
Like, yeah. You see Facebook posts about people are so blah, 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 my dog's afraid. Like, shut the fuck up.
Fuck your dog.
Them
That's 'cause I love dogs.
them dogs are about as pussy as the fucking kids nowadays.
And also, too, man, like, I don't know where this money comes from. I tried to go, like, look at fireworks, like, years ago, and it was stupid. I can just imagine now because of the tariffs. And
Dropping
Chinese tariffs.
And then shout out to
then
my
they're still popping fireworks,
I
bro.
know.
my uncle back in the day used to drop like 400 or 500 in the 90s. So
God
that was
dang.
my Uncle Tony, bro. That was one thing.
I was lucky if we spent $40 on
Dude.
fireworks when I was a kid.
Every fucking year, everybody knew they were going to go to Theo Tony's house. Now, he probably, I don't know if he bought them,
Yeah.
but he got about $500 worth. So nowadays, these motherfuckers driving
That'll be probably like 2,000.
I was gonna say
My dad always bought me that cheap ass value pack that it had like half ass fireworks, the ones that had the snakes and then the little sparkler pack and
The
shit.
ones you could throw
He's
over
like, get
cigarette."
that one. I don't want that one. Fuck.
It's gay.
Fuck 4th of July.
And then my uncle saved the day. They went and fucking bought me the good ass shit. And I'm like, all right, cool, fuck yeah. But for the life of me, I do not remember dogs being afraid of fucking fireworks, man.
Yeah. I didn't know that was a thing either. I was like, what do you mean? I'm all shocked.
I kept the tradition of yelling at my kids, so my dogs are used to hearing me yelling. They're, oh, Grandpa, fuck.
Them dogs used to follow us around when we were popping fireworks when we were about to leave some food around and shit.
I remember dogs being around us popping fireworks when I was a kid, and they weren't afraid. So,
Well, we were in the Arnold Benson. Wasn't a lot of.
you know,
afraid in the
I
garden.
never popped fireworks in the hood.
No, you didn't.
Never, bro. I was probably maybe out of high school when I was at Georgie's house, and kids were popping fireworks in the hood.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck? Like, it blew my mind because we were always in shallow water for 4th of July, so I didn't know people pop fireworks in the hood.
Oh yeah, no, we popped our fireworks
In the hood?
In the
Yeah.
yeah.
Crazy, dude. I never knew that shit till like right out of high school was when I realized.
Yeah, we just go to
fuck.
the street and just fucking light that motherfucker.
Even then, like even in shallow water, we always drove out to the country to pop our fireworks. Me and my cousins. Thomas, where'd you pop your fireworks in the hood too?
We were poor. We didn't pop fire. No, my mom would take us when she partied with her friends, or they had that. I think I've said it before. Parents without partners is kind of a single mother type of thing, and they would take us to Buffalo Lakes. So
You
we
were
got-
doing white shit when you were a
Yeah,
kid.
dude. We really were. We went to Trinity, but they
You were doing white people shit when you were a kid.
but they looked at us as white trash. They're like, look at that white beaner. They take us to Trinity and
He's so white trash. He's Mexican.
get him out of
that
here.
group you just mentioned sounded like a lesbian.
It's all a hippie retreat.
I know they all had hairy armpits.
Hell yeah.
It sounded like a lesbian retreat.
Where were you touched? Don't tell me, uncle. But yeah, we did shit like that, and so we one time we went out to Buffalo Lakes and we went fishing.
Well, there's just one lake there.
Oh yeah, Buffalo Lakes. My bad. Fucking asshole.
It's true.
We went to the lake in Buffalo.
Mexican.
We went to
Buffalo
Buffalo Lakes
And Sonics.
and drank Sprite and some Escort.
So we were at the lake at Buffalo, and they had like an all-night camping type of thing. So we went fishing. It was kind of cool, man. So we got to pop fireworks. That was kind of the first experience.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, with my Tío Tony, he was kind of known to all the cousins, and we'd get together, and man, they would, like I said, $500-600 back then. It was fun, bro. It was, so as I got older, I really didn't do that much with my kids. We'd get together with family and kind of enjoy it, but I wasn't big on buying a lot and stuff. I let my kids play with their cousins, but
What was your dad's relationship with your Uncle Tony?
that was his baby brothers. So they,
Like, was it all love?
yeah, they were like siblings. They butt heads, competitive. My Tío Tony, that was his. My dad was the oldest, so there was always that natural rivalry.
Well, the reason why I asked that is because, we hung around your Uncle Tony,
Oh, yeah.
but it was always a chill.
Oh, yeah,
like,
yeah.
like chill.
Yeah.
But he was wild as fuck. And then your
Stories.
dad is wild as fuck. So I
Stories,
was like,
bro.
man, I bet those stories of them together are ridiculous.
The club scene, man, they were like, I'm unbiased because they're my family. They were kind of legends in the early days of working in the clubs. My dad would bounce at 2 or 3 nightclubs, and they would come home. We'd all spend the night at my aunt's house or my grandparents, all the cousins, and they'd come home from the club. My Tío Tony, my dad, my Tío Jesse, and all the kids together. And then we'd go to Denny's like at 3 a.m. with our uncles, and you know how loud they were, loud as shit. And
Yeah.
my dad was center of attention, so he'd make everybody and their mama laugh. And so those were some cool experiences, man. Even my tia, I had one of the coldest ladies out there, my Aunt Esther, pool shark. She didn't mess around. She was my dad's. Her and my dad were the oldest. So just being around them, after the nightclubs, it was just, you would hear stories, but they had rivalry. My Tío was competitive because his older brother, he wanted to compete with them, but he pushed him to do some pretty cool stuff, man. But they talk shit to each other, but you talk shit about them, they'd have each other's back.
He tried out, or how did the story go? He tried out for the NFL, right?
Yeah,
or he was on the NFL team.
Well, no, he tried out in the '80s, and I remember when I would tell people as a kid, they didn't believe me. But they had pictures and stuff like that. So in the '87, I think they had the lockout year, and they had open tryouts.
Yeah.
So up until that point, as kids, we used to go play at at Tech Stadium, but where the new training facility is, it used to be a parking lot, and then on the left side of that was our
up
practice
until high
field,
school we
right?
played there.
So we would always, my Tío Tony would go out there, and he would always kick. And so as kids, we didn't think he was going to try out, but that motherfucker would kick, bro. And we would sneak into the old James Jones Stadium, and the lights would be, off, but the scoreboard would be going, and my Tío would be kicking it from the 50-yard line. So fast forward to 87, I think 86, 87, he went and tried out and made it to like the last round. And I remember this shit because Roger Ruzick became the kicker. And on Tecmo Bowl that year, when you play as Roger Ruzick, and I used to always think, man, my fucking Tío Tony's name
Could have been there.
For real, dude.
Yeah.
And people didn't believe me, but over the years, some people got to know him. And yeah, he tried out. He didn't make it, made it to the final round. And then after that, he tried out, I think, for when Jacksonville was holding their inaugural.
Well, shit, when he played football with us as kids, that motherfucker would boot the fuck out of that ball.
He had some real potential, and that's because he never went to college or nothing for it, but he saw that as a way, like, man, I can fucking make some money doing this. So that it was close, but it didn't quite make it. But it's badass, bro.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought of that, but I couldn't think of the possibilities of their stories together. Is fucking ridiculous.
They were a trip, bro. There was 9 of them, and they'd get together, bro, and they were just loud as shit and funny as hell, and we had some good times as kids. And just like any family, there's trauma, you learn and stuff, but you hear stories of what they had to go through, and you kind of understand why they were so funny. But they had each other. One thing I learned from my family is loyalty. They may not always agree. They might be like, this motherfucker, but you cross a certain line with my Tíos, and man, they would all 20 of them would get together.
Yeah.
So I still try to be that with my brothers, and they're educated, but they're the same way. You really mess with us. That family strong bond and shit.
It's crazy because there's some families that don't even fuck with each other.
And I see it.
And it's now becoming the new normal. Grandma was the glue of the family. All the cousins staying the night over there and shit. And now those cousins, you don't even don't even know their phone numbers.
It's tough
You're not
to-
even friends with them on Facebook.
It's tough to see like your kids not being close to your cousins' kids, like how we grew up with
Yeah.
cousins, second cousins, and I think we still try to do that by getting out and doing things or interacting with people. But yeah, I miss that. You know, like with my little cousin Asik. You know, he's my cousin's kids, but I love my cousin Mia and Mark tremendously, man. And I wish I could do more. I just try to spread the word, but I was thinking, I was like, well, shit, old school. Like, what will my grandma and grandpa do, right? They'd get together. They may not have much, but we're going to put a plate sale together, motherfuckers, for this is your cousin. And I wish we could get back to that, you know. And I'm a Care Bear, so I wish, you know, peace and love and happiness. But maybe
you think his kids are being pussies? That's why?
these kids?
Legit.
Yeah. Oh, we're a
Do
soft
you think that may
generation.
be the reason? Like Eric said, like these kids are soft.
Yeah.
The reason why I say that is because, like, I couldn't wait for holidays because I knew all my cousins were going to come and then we were going to be outside playing football, basketball, whatever the fuck, all fucking day.
Yep.
Now you can't even get these kids outside, period. But also that, you were told the whole fucking ride over there, when you see your tios, say hi to everybody, like blah, blah, blah,
That's
blah.
the key.
And then now you fucking have these kids that don't even look at you and then they're like, well, say hi to your tio. And they don't even want to say hi. And like, man, what the fuck kind of kids are these, man? Like,
My older cousins, they'll still come up to me and tell me that, you know, they love the way I raised my kids, and I jokingly be like, I'll beat the shit out of them.
exactly.
But
If my own son didn't
Yes.
go up to you and shake your hand and say hello when
Yes.
we entered the room,
Yes.
I'd whoop his fucking ass.
yes, sir. You're like our dads
From an early age.
Yeah, they didn't. Oh yeah, same. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've told the story on here before, but the old furs up by the mall. My daughter Genesis, my oldest, was probably 2 years old, and we're walking out, and I'd always get compliments because they'd be, oh, she's well behaved for a baby, and we're walking out, and she tried to take off run. I was like, I'll go at her, and I'm like, don't you, and bust her ass, pop, pop, pop. And not enough to me even make her cry. She's well, we're walking off, and this lady pulls up to me, rolls her window down, and she's like, did that make you feel good? And I was like, excuse me? And my ex-wife at the time, she's like, what the fuck you just say? She said, did that make you feel good, big man? I was like, do you have kids? And she's like, no. I was like, listen, you fat bitch. I was pissed, bro. I was.
I know the buffet ain't closing yet, bitch.
Does that make you feel good?
Get your ass inside. But and people would always, but I from an early age, because that's how my dad was. Now my dad didn't beat us, but he knocked sense into us. And you're right, man. On the way over there, we're going to grandma's. If grandma needs anything, you check on grandma and grandpa before you go play with your cousins. And of course, Theo's back then. You walk in, hey, motherfucker, you ain't gonna say hi to me back it up.
Yeah.
But now, I have some nieces that they're young, but I'll still I try to break that ice because they'll be, they'll look down and say, you don't remember me or what? I'm like, you're too good for me. And so there's a bond. Some of them I'm getting. You have to work for it. But now with our uncle back then, man, my uncle would be like, get your ass over here.
Exactly.
And so I try to be that way, like with my cousins.
Like, hey, say hi to your tio. Hey, say hi to your cousin. And they're like all shy. Like, man.
And my youngest was like that for a while. She'd be like, and I said, man, that's your. So now they get it because I'm like, as I'm getting older, this is family you need to connect with. You know, even when we go to Colorado, the cool thing with that is when we would go all the way up there, I got to know my dad's cousins, and they were close, like brothers and sisters. Well, they're our tias, right? But they're our cousins, but we call them tio and tias out of respect. Well, their kids become like our cousins, but you got to make it. But back then, my dad would be like, go play with your fucking cousins, But I don't know who they are. Well, you're going to figure out who they are.
That's funny, too, that you say that because as I got older in life, I was like, how is so-and-so our cousins? And they're like, well, they're not really our cousins. They're just always around. Like, why the fuck you make me call them cousin and their parents tios and tias?
Yeah.
Because it felt that good. Yeah, but so it is different.
like I
man.
had there's this lady, she just passed, for my whole life, she was my tia Flor. And I would be like, Dad, and I think I was probably like in middle school or like starting high school. And I was like, how is she tia Flor? Who is she? And he was telling me, and I'm like, so she's not my tia. like what the fuck?
Yeah, so I could have hollered at her daughter this whole time.
No,
not
man.
blood
She
But
was
it's like you
hot.
said, like, you know, hey, that's your tia. Like, all right, tia.
My dad used to say, hey, third cousin, after third or fourth, it's all right. I was like, really, Dad? You sure? My dad said it. I was like, that's why he's dead. But yeah, no, yeah, tias and aunts and, or we had cousins, just family friends from the club. Ronnie, I can't remember their last names, but as kids, we called them Theos and all their cousins. And yeah, years later, they're like, oh no, they worked with me at the club. I'm like,
Well, if you listen to the latest episode,
I have to check it out. I haven't
that
checked it
dude,
out
Divine Saint, was talking about. Remember, he knew some folks that married their cousins.
Yes.
They were cousins and they were married.
I'm like, fucking, we're already married.
Yeah, it happened in the Bible. It's okay.
We're all related in the Bible.
So I'm recently like getting like heavily into the Bible now, right? And dude,
Okay,
those
cool.
stories are blowing my fucking
Oh, yeah.
mind, bro.
Wait till you
Like-
hear about Saul.
Like, you know,
Yeah.
I can't
lot.
have a baby. Well, go fuck the maid or go fuck the, like, I'll offer you the maid and you can have a baby with them, but we'll still rate. I'm like, man, back then was some crazy fucking times.
That's why
man.
my dad liked the Bible. He's like,
Yeah.
oh, I could get another
And
one
then,
pregnant.
you know, what's his? I'd be lying to you if I try to quote the stories or the names, but you know, they got their dad drunk and then they went to go
Lot.
have sex with
Yeah,
him
Lot.
and get
Yeah.
pregnant
That's what I
by
was-
their dad, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
And they say it's like, oh, because, you know, it's from Sodom and Gomorrah, their mom looked back, got turned to salt, and they're like, well, they had to reproduce to save the world, and so they got their dad drunk and got pregnant. It's all,
Man, I didn't know Dad was from Alabama.
right? So is that that's Alabama? Yeah, dude. So some of the stories is, well, shit, all the way back to Abraham. Like, I'm gonna kill you, son, and then God, you know, stopped it, and thank God he did. But there's a comedian out there on Facebook. My kids watch him. I don't know his name, but he does a video of it where he's like coming back from when you were going to sacrifice, and he turns around and say, hey,
You got me.
you got me. He's like, what do you want for dinner? And the kid's like,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh shit. So, but yeah, some of those stories, and I'd be lying to act like I knew it front and back, but some of them.
Yeah,
stories, you're like, whoa.
I go into the sauna and I load it and I listen to it and then I listen to it through the whole workout.
That's good, man.
So most of it sticks, but some of it, you know, you're in the zone and you're like, what? And then you got to rewind it. And then you still don't listen to it. You're like, fuck. I guess I missed that story.
I always
Listen
fast
to
forward
it,
to the Game of Thrones part. I
What,
mix it up with the Bible.
When you're out there, when you're working out, what are you jamming out to?
It depends on what day it is. Sometimes whatever the radio or my Pandora was on when I was hanging out in the backyard or whatever. So it's either going to be Mexican music, country music.
So it's music.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
music.
It's always music?
when I'm lifting.
Yeah.
If I'm in the sauna I'm probably going to be listening to a podcast. If I'm doing cardio, I'm watching a Netflix.
I need to find a radio station on Spotify or Apple. I need to find just new music because I'm getting tired of music. Because the new music sucks, so I don't listen to it.
Feel you.
But all the old shit, I'm not feeling it, and then I'll just turn it off and start. I started listening to the Bible when I'm working out now, but I would always play a podcast when I'm working out.
And that's because I used to always turn to you for music. You always had a good ear
Yeah.
for it, but you get burnt out. Like, I love my 80s and stuff, but you can only listen to it for 15, 20 years
And then,
want
yeah,
something
you're like-
different. So, yeah, I need to.
You have music in your ears all day, or no?
I don't, and I need to. I used to wear my earphones, and I don't. And so when you first were coming, that's how I always listened to the show, and that's why I was so far behind, because at work I don't.
But that's kind of good
Well,
because
actually,
you're aware.
well, yeah, you can multitask, especially. So when I first rekindled with you, and I would listen to some of the shows, you'd make you laugh, right? You know, and so working out. Some people like the heavy metal music. For me, I always needed my chill music, whether
Yes.
praise and worship or even the old Mortal Kombat soundtrack. That was
Yeah.
kind of my thing. So everybody's different. But when I work, man, I kind of liked getting into the podcast. I was new to it, never heard of shit like that. So hearing a story or somebody laughing, you can kind of you picture the story in your head.
Yeah.
So the first couple of seasons, it was great. These last 2 years, man, I just, because I was so busy working with my partner that I needed to always be aware, listening for him or his old lady or stuff. But now that I'm working for myself, I need to get me some more earphones.
When I have like headphones, I'm a pendejo, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not aware of shit.
Okay, yeah.
So, working out with my wife, she's like, motherfucker, like I needed you, huh? I couldn't do what you do, like working in the like roadways and shit. Like hell no.
And my partner used to yell because I'd be listening to music and I'd stand in the middle of Indiana. I'm not middle, but he'd be like, Thomas, and I'm like, I can multitask. I was like, don't worry, I won't sue you. I'll be dead if I get hit, motherfucker. But yeah, and it's just kind of, I guess, I have anxiety as it is, so I'm always overthinking as it is. So listening to music or. But I know for sure you put on some I like my oldies when I'm working. Temptation or some Lionel Richie.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And I used to.
But that's house cleaning. That's trauma for me. That's house cleaning music.
Yeah, true.
That's
true,
crack
true.
the whip fucking music.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Mom.
Well, only Mexicans are keeping that music alive right now.
For real?
Yeah.
For real?
That's they talk to black dude that's 25 years old.
True.
And we're
They
like,
listen to that shit.
Good
yeah,
point,
and it's only the Mexicans that are keeping the.
You're
the
right.
oldies.
I seen a TikTok where they were playing a bunch of like disco music and Motown music to these kids, and they had no fucking clue what they were listening to.
Even the ones that, and we heard songs that we didn't realize they were sampled, but some of these kids, they don't even want to give the old music a chance. They're like, oh, that's
sucks.
my youngest loves old music. She got me into shit 70s, some 70s stuff that I didn't even listen to. So that's kind of how we bonded. But I love good old music, but I definitely want to start listening to more, because Genesis has a badass playlist. I don't know half the people she listens to, but some of them I'm like, hey, send me that, and I'm always judgmental on new shit. So for some reason Genesis got a good little playlist, man. She got me and my brother to listen to Russ a few years ago, and I
I
not
like
bad,
Russ.
bro. And at first I was giving him shit all the time, but she went to go see him in Amarillo, and it changed her life. And so she would show me the underground songs or the songs that weren't as popular. And so I got to get into some of this new shit, man.
You need to listen to Anne Frank Coochie Stank.
Oh, blind ass.
Send me that link.
Shout out to Divine Saint.
That's cool shit. I gotta check that out, man. I'm glad you're getting new people, more people like that, new people. That,
Oh yeah, man! Shout out Donnie Flamingo, man. He gave that layup. That dude, Divine Saint, man. He was brilliant.
Yeah.
He legit was a brilliant ass mind. I hope he does well with his music and he goes far, because
I'll have to check that out.
he
tonight.
is not no fucking young, quote unquote fuck boy.
Well, yeah. And it seems like he made an impression on you.
Yeah.
Coming from old schools like us, a lot of time we can meet these young kids and be like, this motherfucker. But it's cool. That's why I was telling Drew. That's what I want Drew to tap into. I was like, you have a personality, man. I was like, meet these people and bring them on in.
He came in, blew my mind as far as like just being brilliant. And then Jack on the Yak.
Yeah. I finally got to see that one.
Kid, you judge a book by its cover and you're like, what the fuck is this dude all about? And then you give him a chance and same shit.
Right.
This dude's on it.
The first time I got to meet him was at the show, and he real humble kid, man. And even after the show, we were all on the dance floor dancing, but Drew introduced him. You could tell, real good kid. He talked highly of you, so I think that's dope, brother. And open up doors that maybe we probably wouldn't have talked to certain people like that or given younger kids a chance.
Yeah.
I'd love to see it grow, man. I'm always talking about that kid Ville, and I feel like a damn groupie sometimes, but I see the grind that kid's done. He's done shit that, we had Vital Squad and LBK Mafia growing up, and this kid's doing stuff like what those dudes would have liked to have done. So I love seeing Lubbock growing, and that Jack on the Yak, I've had to check out some of his stuff. I was like, oh shit, okay.
Yeah, he's good folk, man. And that dude that you're talking about, the Ville.
Yeah.
I mean, just looking at his social media, like the dude's doing big things.
So he when he did something with OT, that's when OT first started like getting real big. So But yeah, he puts on for the city, man. Like he goes out to Los Angeles and shit. But he's big on trying to make Lubbock.
I seen him on Sábado Gigante one time.
I covered him.
I love it.
I'm
Trying to get him on Johnny Canales.
I'm a
Take
YouTube
it away.
that one. Take it away. Man, those were the days. Johnny Canales and fucking Sabado. And it's crazy because he wasn't even Mexican. When I found out he's like German.
No shit.
Google it, brother. Google it.
No shit, he's not Mexican.
Yeah, so he's German Hungarian, if I'm not mistaken.
But he knew Spanish,
yeah,
right?
because he came to Mexico. It's kind of like he was
Because
an immigrant.
I'm not being funny.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't remember him talking in Spanish. Did he talk Spanish in the show? I'm just saying he might have talked
Yeah,
Spanish the
yeah.
whole time. I just don't remember him talking.
I'd be lying if I was looking at the women and their titties. So.
You talking about Sábado Gigante
No,
or
Johnny Canales.
No, Sábado Gigante.
Oh, Sábado Gigante?
I was about to say,
Yeah.
Johnny Canales
With
is
Don
from
Francisco.
Texas.
he's from Texas. My bad. Yeah, with that.
Okay, so
my
Don
bad.
Francisco's not
Yeah, Google
Mexican?
that. Yeah, he's, if I'm not mistaken, German Hungarian.
Damn.
Yeah, it's crazy. I saw a document, but like, let me check it out because people are gonna be like, San Juan was here. He'd be like, "You lying, motherfucker."
Just like your fucking Hulk Hogan picture.
Hell yeah. There's gonna be a picture.
Now his Stone Cold picture.
It's all gonna be. It's gonna be me with the German. Guten Tag. What's his name? How do you spell?
Don Francisco.
Don Francisco. I was gonna say, Don Fran.
Well, I mean, I believe you. I'm not.
Let me see. Here.
I'm not saying you're a liar.
No, I know
but,
you're not. I'm just.
Yeah, I
I'm
know
just
that
killing
fucker
time.
spoke Spanish the whole show. Yeah. You talk about Saturdays
Click on that
when you're a kid.
Yeah.
You had what was it, Johnny Canales in the morning and then Sábado Gigante at night.
I'll tell you where he was born at.
He's
He was born in Chile.
Oh, it says Chile. Oh, it says Chile. No, okay, yeah. Well, one of them, I swear I've seen where, or yeah, maybe I'm lying, but no, I could have sworn it was Hungarian. Watch, I'm gonna have to find it. I promise
Maybe
you.
you're lying like your Hulk Hogan picture.
Nah, I swear, bro. I swear, because y'all didn't believe me. I swear. I guess I was wrong.
He
on
was
it.
from Chile.
So he was
He's
he was a
Chilean.
Latino.
Yeah, goddamn! Don't listen, Thomas. I'll still mow your
I
yard.
think he was talking about Shakira.
Dude, I saw a TikTok. It was 2 a.m. in a venue like an arena. It was 2 a.m. And they said Lauryn Hill still hadn't walked on stage yet.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's
And
what
there
she's
was
known for.
probably like, I ain't lying, bro, because they panned the whole stadium. There's probably like 20 people in the audience left, and she still hadn't fucking went on stage.
That's what she's been known for the last 10, 15 years, man.
Can you imagine that, dude? Going on stage at like 3, performing for nobody.
Nobody.
What happened to her?
But don't you
Well, she
gotta
was
leave
in
the
prison.
venue?
yeah, I'm just saying in general, what happened?
Don't you
to
gotta
her?
leave the venue at a certain time? Because comedians talk about that dude Fluffy when he did the Dodger Stadium. He said that he had to leave at a certain time, or it was a ridiculous amount of money that he got fined per minute. Per minute after.
Probably in contracts and stuff like that. But yeah, she's been known to cancel shows or not show up until like 3. But I don't know what happened to her because in the 90s when she came out with that album, she was like the next big thing. But didn't you hear like I think she had kids and supposedly wasn't taking care of her kids. She's kind of went down a path
Wait.
that I didn't expect.
She just got out of prison like 5 or 6 years ago, and she was
What did
there.
she go to prison for? Tax evasion?
Tax evasion.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And she was there for a long time.
Yeah.
Damn,
for
she
like-
owed that many taxes?
I guess. But,
Bitch, you still owe taxes
but
from
she
the
was there.
Fugees.
She was there for like 6 or 7 years.
That's crazy, man. That's what I'm saying. What happened to her? Well, and as a kid, I thought Whitney Houston was, goody two shoes, and I love Whitney Houston. And then
It was her that got Bobby hooked on
for
drugs.
real, but people didn't believe it.
Yeah.
For real, bro.
Everybody thought it was Bobby, but it was her ass.
So that image, same thing like I said with the old girl. I don't know what happened, man. Yeah, Lauryn Hill, she was the shit. She was the shit.
One of my favorite comedians, I always say his name, Joey Coco Diaz.
Yeah.
He has a story about when he used to sell drugs. He sold Bobby and Whitney coke.
No shit, man. The pure stuff.
He said they'd pick him up in a limo and they drive to the spot and he'd go grab it and get it for him.
Is that kind of how he got into the
No.
Hollywood? No, he was.
They were just customers.
Yeah.
He just had an extra sack on him. That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. The people you least expect, but
Yeah, he said he'd steal from them too. Like he'd go grab whatever money they gave him and then give him like half of it. Like, hey, this is what you get for your money's worth.
the good old pinch of sack. That's nuts, man. Yeah, goody two shoes, but yeah, that's nuts. Oh, Lauren Hill, man. Yeah, I didn't know she was in prison.
Mm-hmm.
I think I remember like she was in trouble for tax evasion, but yeah.
I don't care. You got to be real. The show started what 7, 8 to see Lauryn Hill.
Oh yeah.
And if I'm waiting till 2 a.m.,
Yeah.
fuck you. Fuck you.
I need my money back.
Yeah, I need my money back.
because
Fuck
even if
that.
you're the headliners at 11 to 12, to come in at 2 or 3,
Yeah.
I remember always hearing that. I thought it was a drug issue. And they didn't say it was drugs. It's just
It was a video of them panning the whole stadium, and
That's
then it
nuts,
was
yeah.
a timestamp, and it said 2 a.m. and then it showed legit like probably like 30 people in the whole fucking arena, and then it was like 2 a.m. Lauryn Hill still hasn't came on stage yet. Nope, fuck you. And I knew she had a thing. I knew that was her thing, being late all the time to shows. But God, not fucking 2 a.m.
That's
When the
nuts.
fuck you gonna leave?
Yeah.
Because you know she's got to perform for like an hour.
that's nuts, brother. 20 people in the audience.
If you're doing that type of shit, you might as well move to what are the clubs? Do club shit
Yeah,
again.
do clubs.
That's crazy, man. I thought wasn't there rumors that the Fugees were going to get back to or do a tour together?
Oh shit, I don't know.
Or maybe that's before she got into her legal
They
troubles.
probably
but-
don't even like her.
Yeah. Yeah, that was just crazy.
Do
to see
people
her.
fuck with Wyclef? Cause didn't he steal money from Haitian?
True.
He stole money from that Hades
forgot,
fund.
yeah.
I don't know if people still fuck with him or not.
I forgot about Wyclef as much as was it Will.i.am became the with the Black Eyed Peas kind of became the newer generation of the Fugees and shit.
He said, did you see Will.i.am's Drink Champs episode?
Yeah. Or not the whole thing, but yeah, I seen
When
we
he
talked
said
about it last
that
time.
that he was running to perform with Prince because he was late for that show in Vegas, and they were stuck in traffic, and he was like, "Fuck it, dude, I'm just gonna run to the venue." And he paid the
shit.
taxi driver or whatever, and he's hauling ass. And he said that as he's like running to the venue, somebody's like, "Oh shit, it's Wyclef Jean."
Oh, that's fucked up.
That's
man.
fucked up, yeah.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, I guess he was talking about how he was raised in East LA, and
Yeah.
he just came out with a song like they just released it on Facebook, but basically a rap to the La Raza and shit.
What Blolo? He's a Blolo, right? A black cholo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. The cholo community is fucking huge, man.
Yeah.
Like in Japan, right?
I was gonna say, have you
Japan
seen that
has
shit? Yeah,
Japan has cholos.
Yeah.
They fucking fly the Mexican flag and
yeah.
shit.
They take it all serious. Fuck yeah. That is nuts. Yeah.
Everyone's got a Chinese Mexican cousin too.
They're there.
Chino.
My cousin's up in
Oh, they're
Colorado.
always rapping and shit.
Yeah. Anyways,
Would it be Chin Chin Chewy?
Chin chin chewy.
¿Qué pasó, cousin Chewy? Chin Chin.
we'll take a break and we'll come right back.
This episode is brought to you by Tigre Burrito. If you haven't tried them out, then you're missing out. Their hours of operations are from Tuesday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. They specialize in breakfast burritos and lunch specials. If you like that pica pica, try that hot sauce and let them know that it's the JP Lopez Show sent you. They can be located at 720 Highway 62 in Wolford, Texas. It's the small yellow building with the Tigre tiger on it. Rawr.
This episode is brought to you by KJ Aesthetics. Let KJ Aesthetics transform your eyes with their beautiful lash sets. Whether you're going for the natural flutter or the bold drama look, KJ Aesthetics is the perfect lashes to elevate your beauty. Get the gorgeous lashes that you've always wanted and mention this ad for 15% off. Head over to Instagram at KJ Aesthetics or text her at 806-893-7171 and tell her it's the JP Lopez Show sent you. And we're back.
Yeah.
How was your Houston trip, Eric?
I tell
tell.
you what, like, I honestly felt like Alex didn't care for my well-being
Or your wallet?
or my wallet. Well, first of all, like, I drove overnight, right? So I went to work, came home, took a nap for a couple hours, and then we left at 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. Drove overnight, got to Houston 8-ish, 9 o'clock, I don't know. And then I get to where we were staying at. I take a nap for a couple hours. Then we're gonna go do some food tasting, and then we're gonna do the cake tasting, and then we're gonna do into the venue. Dude, I'm fucking exhausted by this point, right? Like, I'm just so tired, and I'm like, well, let's go eat dinner, have a couple of drinks, let's get to the fucking house. And we didn't do that at all.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And I'm like, I already told Alex in advance. I said, I'm just gonna have dinner. I'm gonna have a couple of drinks. We could go to another spot and have a couple of drinks. Got to get back to the house. I said I'm gonna be so tired and exhausted, and I was. So yeah, we didn't do that. We went to the most ritziest, fanciest part of downtown Houston. We're like, oh, we're gonna go to a speakeasy, and I was like, I really don't want to go to this thing. So, all right, so we went to this thing, and we were like, hey, we're here for the speakeasy, and they're looking at us like we're stupid, right? And they're like, okay, tell us your reservation. It's like, oh, we don't have a
A
reservation.
reservation for a speakeasy?
For a speakeasy.
How the you're not even supposed to know about it. How the fuck do you have a reservation for it?
Reservation. So we were like, okay. So, well, she goes, let me see if there's an opening. And so she came back and she was like, it looks like there's an opening. It won't be available until 10 o'clock. All right. I looked
What
at
was the
that.
wait? What was it, like 9:30 or was it almost 10?
Yeah, no, it was about, I think we walked in there maybe a little bit after 9:30.
So you didn't have to wait long, is what I'm saying.
No, we didn't. Not that long. I knew there was a catch somewhere because there was free parking, right?
That's where they fuck you. Something's fishy.
Next time I go down to downtown Houston, I want to pay my $20 for parking. Because then, all right, we go into this. They finally like, all right, follow me. So they take us, they zigzag us around. I feel like we're walking in circles or whatever. And then all of a sudden, we end up in the kitchen. And they're literally cooking food. And I was like, goddamn, they're working, and the Mexicans are looking at us like, there's Mexicans going there?
No, are they coming to help us clean?
Hey, Lupe, they hired help.
And they're all confused that the Mexicans were going to go to the speakeasy.
I didn't know they hired help, Lupe. Where'd they go? I don't know.
So they're just kind of like looking at us like with grins on their face, like, what the fuck? Who the fuck are these dumb motherfuckers? So all right, we zigzag. We go through another. I don't know if it's the same kitchen or another kitchen, but we went through a kitchen again. And then all of a sudden, there's a rack, and it has cans of shit. She grabs a can and like pushes up, and a door opens up, and you're like, oh, this is an actual speakeasy.
How
right?
sanitary is that?
I couldn't tell you.
Random people walking through the kitchen to go through the speakeasy.
Touching pork chops and shit.
It did look clean. So
I'm talking like for the food they're serving. Like,
well, that too.
that's true. Oh my bad.
But you know,
I sneezed on the beef.
They didn't have any. I can testify this. They didn't have any dirty degenerates inside the speakeasy.
Oh, that's what I was gonna ask. If y'all were the worst dressed people in that motherfucker.
I was the most. I was the worst dressed person. I had a fishing shirt on with blue jeans and cowboy boots and a normal.
At least they
hat.
didn't Clusos you. We don't allow jeans in the speakeasy.
Well, I got Clusos at another spot, but that's a different story. But anyways, all right, cool. So we get in there, and it's Havana Nights, and it is nice. It's a nice spot, right?
You were just like,
And-
damn, I'm
and-
gonna pay a lot of money.
And so I was already expecting to pay a lot of money, and especially when the waitress shows up, you're like, oh yeah, I was paying a lot of money because they hired the hottest girls that they could possibly hire, right? That spoke with a Spanish accent. They're from Venezuela, or they're from Colombia, or whatever. And I was like, oh, okay. So whatever. I ordered a dirty martini. Everybody else ordered a drink. Then a Cuban band came on stage, and they were doing like Havana Nights from the 1960s or whatever, before the revolution. and they sounded pretty good. They were
My wife wouldn't have sat the fuck down. I would have been
Dude.
so irritated.
And so it was nice. The band was nice or whatever. So they're like, "You're gonna order anything to eat?" Or like, "We're just coming from dinner right now, so we're not gonna eat." And so finally finished our drinks, and they're like, "You're gonna order another drink?" And I was like, "I don't know." Like I had looked at the menu to see if I wanted another drink or whatever. Everybody else was like, "Well, we were planning on going somewhere else, so we're not gonna order drinks." I said, "Cool." I pulled out my card, whatever the tab is, for all 4 drinks.
2 each. You and
No.
One
Me,
oh, 1 apiece. All 4.
one-
Yeah.
yes, all
Okay.
4 of us, 1 apiece. So literally just 4 drinks
Yeah.
that I bought for the entire table. $254.
Did it give you an instant boner?
I think an instant boner in my ass.
Lupe, is it? We did not order the gratuity.
So to get in there, it was $25 a person, was added automatically. So $100 was automatically added to the
bro.
tab before we ordered anything, and then each drink, and then each drink was $35. And so I ended up with a $250 bar tab, and I looked at it, and I was expecting 150, right? Okay. And even if I told you it cost 150, you're like, "You dumb motherfucker! You paid $150 for 4 drinks, right?"
Nah, I mean, Houston, I would have figured that.
but
too.
okay.
I'd have figured
So
like
when I
150.
saw that, like, I was attempting to keep a poker face, and I was like, "All right, here's my card, right? Like, yeah, I have $250 in my bank account."
inside your hijo de chingada. Yeah, for real.
But
bro.
do I want to spend it on 4 fucking drinks? Hell no.
I would have been on. Well, I'm not eating tomorrow, motherfucker. God dang.
So then we proceeded to go to like 3 or 4 or 5 other places afterwards
In downtown?
downtown.
I would have went home. Fuck that.
Well, I was not. I was a
I'd have Ubered
hostage.
my ass home.
I was a hostage, and I already was,
I was a hostage.
a little bit inebriated, and so I was like, and then I was tired and sleepy. But you know what? Ubering back home, it took us like, I don't know, 50 minutes or longer to get where we were staying.
Driving.
Driving.
Oh, yeah.
Traffic.
Yeah.
And it was no traffic. That was just how far it was.
Oh shit. Okay. Damn.
There was no traffic.
Bro, I remember flying into Houston. I can't remember which airport. It was either Lobby or Bush, but then I had a connecting flight from the other airport. So I had to take a charter from that airport to the other airport, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember which airport that I landed in and had to leave from, but there's obviously 2 airports in Houston, right? I swear to you, there was no traffic on this day. When he picked me up and we drove straight to the airport, there was no traffic, 0 traffic. It still took 45 fucking minutes to get to that airport, and I'm like, "We're still in fucking Houston?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "How big is this fucking city?" Shit,
That's
that's like driving here to Plainview.
yeah, literally 45 fucking
Yep.
minutes.
It's it's so massive. That place is so massive, and Houston is funny to me because even the girls were picking up. They're like, it looks weird. Like you can have like this dump of a section, and then all of a sudden you got nice, badass,
And it's right
stuff.
next to each other.
Yeah, they're right next
Yeah,
to each
that's
other.
how-
I was
yeah.
like, well, there's no building code here. People just buy real estate and put whatever the fuck they want on it. Usually the rundown real estate's been there for a while. It's old, and so if I can manage to buy it, then I'm gonna put something nice on there. So yeah, it's like that, and then just a whole bunch of ugly shit, right? And then you have a nice, beautiful shit. And I was like, well, you won't see that in Lubbock. I said, because they won't allow it. Like, they will not allow that to look like that. It's condemned. There's no high rise billboard. For like each business, right? There's no McDonald's has a sign at a McDonald's that's so high because it's against city ordinance here.
Yeah.
For that, but over there, obviously, and that's not that ugly to look at. But hood house, and then all of a sudden condo, hood house, condo.
Ralph Barboza, the comedian, because he said, I can't remember where he said he grew up in, Mesquite or somewhere, and he was talking about where he grew up back in the day was like, just depending on where you drove and what parts of town was like rich as fuck and then poor as fuck, but he was like, they were always like next door.
Yeah,
Like
blocks.
you immediately
The
just
next
go
block
down the
over.
street and it's rich as fuck.
The next block over. Yeah, so yeah, that's how, and you can visually see it with your eyes about it. I've never been to Houston, so that was my first time. Now, for sure, 100%, I never tried. When I say anytime that I ate, I was eating amazing.
Oh yeah,
You
you were paying amazing too.
Yeah, I was paying amazing. There was a couple of places that were good prices, so we ate at a couple of hole in the walls, and motherfucker, that shit was good.
Yeah.
Food, yeah, I
God
bet.
damn, it was so fucking good. So the food, phenomenal, and you knew you were gonna eat phenomenal because everybody that was walking out had smiles on their face. And you're like, well, that food got to be fucking good as fuck, right?
It's like New Orleans though,
Yeah.
because New Orleans is like good food everywhere. And
Yeah,
you're like,
yeah.
but you're paying a good price, right? You're like, motherfucker, I just seen a rat here. Like, well, you're paying for the ambiance. That's the ambiance.
Yeah. Was it a variety of different type of foods? Obviously. Houston.
Well, so I think we ate maybe 4 or 5 different places. 3 of them for sure were Mexican food. So one hole in the wall, the building was 100 years old. Looked a little rundown. It was in a rundown area of Houston. Fucking phenomenal food, which is going to be the caterer to the quinceañera.
Oh, cool.
But dude, they had some chicharrones that were submerged in green chile. God damn, those motherfuckers were good. Like shit, they were fucking good. They made homemade tortillas there, corn and flour. What a fucking delicious place to eat at.
Oh yeah.
And then we ate at it was a nicer, fancier place, Mexican, and it was Mexican seafood, and that motherfucker was delicious. Fucking shrimp was huge as fuck. Wasn't that expensive. It would have been like if we would have ate here. And they had they started singing live music like around 7 o'clock. And homeboy sounded exactly like whatever song he was singing. He sang fucking Selena. He sang reggaeton. He sang Vicente Fernandez. And motherfucker was solid. Like,
Damn.
I wanted to stay there and just do this, have some drinks, and then go home. But no, we went to a speakeasy after.
Well, the trips are always different when the wives go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they TikToked the shit out of the fucking trip.
Yeah.
And went to all
If it was just us guys, yeah,
we would have never
stayed
done
there all
that.
fucking night.
Yeah, we would have stayed there
One
all
spot.
night. And then, like, if we would have got a wild hair up our ass, we went into Ojos Locos or something.
Oh,
Right?
for sure. No, we would
Yeah.
have started at
Yeah.
Locos. That's where we would have ate at.
Yeah, we would have never made it to this Mexican restaurant. And so their food was good, and then we fucking had a goddamn adventure till 2 o'clock in the morning. And
But the city don't shut down at 2.
I don't know. We left right before 2 o'clock, so I don't know if it shuts down or fucking not. But I was so fucking exhausted.
Me and Georgie partied in Houston once, and I tripped out because, Texas, last call, 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Fuck no, not in Houston. Houston's like backwood type shit. They've got bars and like clubs that are in neighborhoods that
Oh,
are
yeah.
after
Oh,
hour
yeah, after
spots.
hours, yeah,
And then
yeah.
they serve alcohol there.
Yeah, yeah.
It's fucking crazy. And you know cops know about it. It's just no one fucks with them.
Yeah, it's like, well, fuck it, dude. They're like, it just keeps them calmer.
Yeah.
So yeah, dude. So that place, and then the next day when we woke up, obviously the girls were researching to go eat brunch Saturday morning, and they're like, we're gonna go to this African Latin infused restaurant.
I'm out.
And
It's all churches. Oh,
and I'm just sitting there with a straight face, like I have no choice here, so it doesn't matter. And they're like, oh, they have
How was the umbupu?
So this is how Alex made me semi-excited to go there. She goes,
Try our own boo-boo.
she goes, they have camel, they have kangaroo, they have water buffalo.
Oh shit.
And I was like, oh, shit, what? For brunch?
She knew what buttons to push for you, fucker.
You're all, we at the zoo.
So I for brunch I ate rabbit. These were tapas. So rabbit, camel, and kangaroo.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and the camel and the rabbit was fucking delicious. Kangaroo.
Nah.
And it wasn't because it was kangaroo. I just don't think he cooked it the best technique or whatever. So all right, cool. And then we ordered our drinks, and I only drank Diet Coke or whatever and water. But then we ordered our food. I can't even remember what the fuck I ate. Some eggs, pancakes. Buffalo wings, but their fucking buffalo wings were like
They were real
decent.
buffalo.
Dude, it was real buffalo. And so, so we, yeah, it was a real buffalo wing.
It's a real buffalo.
So the chef came out, right? And he's asking each table how was it. Everybody's like, oh, it was great, it was amazing, right? And he finally comes to the table, and so he was like, how was y'all's food? And everybody's like, yeah, it was good. I was like, okay. I go, these flags symbolize what meat this was, because they had like what country the animal was from.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure they confused the flags on the camel to the rabbit. So now I'm telling him about it. And he goes, oh yeah, he goes, those are backwards. I go, I thought so, because the rabbit to me has never looked like ground beef, and I'd assume I've never had camel, but if you grounded it up, looks like ground beef. He goes, yes, that's correct. He goes, I will go talk to my staff, make sure they put the right flags.
Chinga, you got someone fired.
and then I'll go, and he goes, what did you think about the kangaroo?
It sucked.
I go, I don't think you, I goes, not that you didn't cook it correctly. I go, I just don't think that you used the best technique and the best ingredients. I said I would have put some onions in there, maybe a different seasoning, some peppers. I go, and I would have cooked it up that way. Maybe add some olive oil.
He's got smoke coming out of his ears.
And he's looking at me.
The whole restaurant just sucked his dick, and you're all, it sucks, bro.
I know he looks at me like he wasn't too irritated or whatever, and he goes, well, that's why I come out here for feedback. He goes, if you think that onions and maybe some other ingredients change up what I've already been doing with it, and it'll make it taste better, and someone else will like it next time they come in here. He goes, maybe I'll look into it and see if that does make it better.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. I said, I love the camel. The camel was fucking delicious. That rabbit was really good. Probably the second best rabbit I've ever had.
But the kangaroo sucked.
The kangaroo was not good.
What did the camel taste like? Ground beef or no?
It tasted like ground beef. Like if they would have put like papas and stuff in it, it would have tasted like
Picadillo.
Camel picadillo.
That's how it tasted. It was that good.
That's badass that you're because I don't know if I'd ever try shit like that. Just
You wouldn't?
You're
not an adventurous eater?
Nah. As a kid, my family scared me with a big ass cow tongue, so I was like, fuck all that.
Shit, when I see a fucking cow tongue, I'm like, oh, when are we gonna eat this?
Well, yeah. So I've eaten it without them telling me. Loved it. Once they told me it's a cow tongue, I was like, what the fuck? You know.
The
so it's all in
only
the
way
head.
I eat lengua is to shred it.
I think
Like if they cube it, I cannot fucking
I think
eat
that's
it.
what they-
And if it's shredded, you better
Yeah.
tell me it's barbacoa.
Yeah, that's what they
Cause
kind of told me.
I'm like, nah, I don't want that shit.
So I don't. But that's badass that you. My brother was like that, Mike. He would hit a rabbit when he went to bring it home, put it in a microwave with some cauliflower. Drunk night, so it wasn't as adventurous as yours. But yeah, that's crazy, bro.
No, if I see a wild game on the menu, I'm
That's
gonna
badass,
order
bro,
it.
yeah, that's
I'll always order it.
I think the most extreme I've tried a buffalo burger. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm working my way up.
Quail egg.
What did you say? Did you try the mumbu or
The Mumbua.
mumbu? I gave it three spears.
Do you remember Redneck Heaven?
Hell yeah.
So there's this bar. I don't know if you knew. It was down the street from the old Ranger Stadium. It was called Redneck Heaven.
no, I don't think
But
I
they
know.
had a minnow shot, and it was a legit minnow. They would bring you a whole
There's
cup
a
of
little
minnows.
fish.
So there's like 5 people at the table. You order a minnow shot. They bring a fucking shot cup full with 5
shit.
fucking little live fish, bro.
No shit.
And then you'd have to grab it and put it in your shot and then drink it.
Yeah, oh, badass. Okay, yeah.
So I'm telling you this because we went to the fucking Redneck Heaven. We went to the game. And, dude, sometimes George would get a wild hair up his ass, bro. And I'm not lying to you because every time we went to the Ranger game, it was like go and come back. So we were going to sleep at a cheap-ass motel and then
Come right
fucking
back
drive
there.
back home in the
The
morning.
Ranger Inn.
But it never failed, dude. Sometimes George would get a wild hair up his ass. He's like, yeah, we're driving right back after. I was like, dude, we just drove here. Like, we need to sleep. So anyways, we go to Redneck Heaven. We pregame. We tailgate there. We go to the Ranger game. And then one of his buddies on the way back, he's like, hey, I got to pull over, man. I'm getting sick. George is like, the fuck? Like, how you getting sick? He's like, I think it was that fish.
Oh,
and
shit.
he's like, we didn't eat fish today. He's like, that shot. He goes, dude, like, that little ass fucking, like, little tiny ass goldfish, that didn't fuck your stomach up, dude.
I got a trout in my stomach. Oh shit! Yeah, that I'd probably be down. Of course, drunk. You can get me drunk enough, I'll fucking take 2 shots.
I never ordered it. I always hated it.
Okay.
Because, I mean, dude, I don't want to drink a fucking little fish. But anyways, if they always ordered it, and if they brought it, I'd be like, y'all want me to drink it? Y'all got to put that minnow in my shot. Because I'm not fucking touching that nasty shit. And now they'd grab it and put it in my shot.
Yeah, that's good. That's adventurous.
I've the first few times that I went there and people were taking those, like, I'm not fucking taking that motherfucker. But I remember one time I showed up and I was drunk enough. I probably had about 2 or 3 of them.
Your stomach got hurt because of the fish.
it was all. I had a belly ache.
So before we get out of here, man, I want to ask y'all's thoughts on something. So you always hear your loved ones, your best friends, your like someone that you really love, right? Mm-hmm. They always tell you, "Hey, man, I'll die for you." Wife, your husband, well, you know, I'll die for you, right? That's the easy thing to do. Wouldn't you think that? That's the easiest shit you could do is die for someone, right? Because you don't do nothing, you just die. No one ever says, hey, I'm going to live for you.
Come on, that's a good. Come on, I like that.
Right?
Wow.
Like, hey, I'm going to live for you. I'm going to start eating better for you. I'm going to start doing the shit that I've never done before. I'll do that
I
for you.
like that, bro. I like that.
Right? I've never heard anybody say, like, hey, I'm going to live for you. Not even your loved one, you know? Like your wife.
I like that. I like that. Because it's bigger when you say I'm gonna live for you. It's like, for me, being an asshole or growing up around assholes. I like that. That means a lot to me because work on. There's so much you can do in your life. And yeah. No, I like that because I've said it before to my kids. I die for my kids and certain people. I think I would put my life on the line for them, but to think of it like, would you live for them? It's pretty dope, bro.
Like, you don't have to. Nobody's in harm's way, except for you.
Yeah.
That you won't live for them.
Yeah. And then
I've thought about that too. My own self. Like, you have to do better for yourself, and doing better doesn't mean I'm making a lot of money. No. Doing better is that I take care of myself, and. Like, do I want to live till I'm 50? When you're 20 years old, if you're like, fuck it, whatever. But when you get married or you have someone that you care about, you have to think about longevity now because you not being here is going to affect them, not just emotionally, but maybe just their way of life too. So
and we know that through experience, right? Losing our parents and stuff like that. And Yeah, you got to take care of yourself. You got to live. I like that, dude. That's pretty dope. You know, I'll live for you. You know, I like that.
We as men, if you look at all these old men now, especially you work with old men every day of your
I thought you were
life.
calling him old. I was like, God damn, he's younger than me.
Yeah. They're busted, dude. Like, barely holding on.
Yes.
And they're not that old. They're like, 60, 62. And you see them in the gym and they can't even walk.
No. The majority of the old men at the gym, if they are married, the majority of them, they were the man. They were the ones that told their wives what to do at all times, and now they can't even fucking go piss by themselves or whatever. And this little fucking old lady who they were telling what to do all the fucking time is stronger and smarter than them.
And very, very much capable.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they're now taking care of the mental,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You see that a lot, yeah.
Yeah, and so that's also another thing to me. I was like, goddamn, like, you think you're all fucking badass, and then when you hit about 70, your wife stays pretty coherent and pretty fit because she has to take care of your dumb ass. So why not take care of each other? And you cannot take care of each other if you don't take care of yourself today.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
I think I heard it maybe on Joe Rogan, but I'm not sure where I heard it. But they said like all these old men that die, like I can talk about walkers and they're really not that old in their age. I mean, they're not that young, but they're not that old in their age. They have no leg strength at all. Zero leg strength. And you go your whole life working your fucking ass off to just lose all your leg strength. And they said that that's the number one thing to know that they're about to go is like they've got no legs.
yes.
And you see that at the gym. They're all in canes and walkers, and you're just like, fuck, that is true.
Yep. And then the ones that the old men that are exercising, the ones that have trainers and stuff, those motherfuckers are way stronger than their peers. And they are way younger. And also another thing is too, it's not just my health or whatever. I feel their mind is still keen.
Yeah.
And I've noticed that working at my job is that because I hang out with 80-year-old men.
Yeah.
The ones that are my people that I train every single week, I never detect that they're digressing mentally. Now, their body is not as what they were when they were 40 years old or 20 years old, but their mind is. And they're so intelligent when you're talking to them, you can know if there was something like jiggy or whatever with their mind. But no, dude, they are just as smart, and they have their doctorate degrees, they're doctors, they're lawyers or whatever, and they're still spitting knowledge out that you don't even know. You're like, oh, this dude still got it, right? But the moment that you come across an old man and you're smarter than him, he's already lost it, because you should not be smarter than an old man.
And the work that you do, do you see it firsthand? Does it go hand in hand? Them doing the physical training, stay on top of it, helps with their mental.
So they stay active physically and mentally.
Okay.
So they're continually learning. Like these two 80-year-old men know how to use the computer just as good as you.
That's good.
Or better.
Better, yeah.
And they didn't grow up using computers.
And that's what I wish for my mom. Of course, when being a nurse, she had to learn computers, but she already had the attitude like I ain't trying to learn it. So now that she's had to retire, you see a difference, man. I take care of her, I love her, and I pray I have many more years with her. But you see a difference in her cognitive skills already, because she don't get out as much. She don't get out and just do the little things. So I try to encourage her, go walk. I'll pick you. I always tease her, come work with me. Get your ass out there and push your lawnmower. But yeah, so working out, because you got to keep your mind fresh and stuff like that. But yeah, it sucks seeing people get older that don't take care of themselves. So I feel accomplished seeing the
in
ones that do.
in my eyes, when I get older, it's gonna be great. I've worked my ass off to deserve a retirement age and a retirement life. But as great as just waking up and sitting on the couch all day sounds and might feel, you're not doing yourself
No.
at all any good making that your lifestyle for the rest of your
Just
life.
sitting there, yeah.
Because you're fucked, bro. Like, what else? What are you learning? What are you doing? What are you moving? Like, your body will shut down.
Well,
It doesn't require much strength to get up and go to the couch every fucking day.
keep active. I always was taught growing up, you'd see certain family members or people that retired, and within a year or so they passed away because they didn't really have nothing to live for.
Yeah.
That was me growing up in the 80s, 90s, seeing that. So now you see a lot of people retiring, they stay active, whether it's getting out. You know, I wish my mom would get out, but you got to stay active, man. There's an old man that lives down the street from us. I live off of Elgin, so he lives off of Canton. And I've tried to offer to help him do it. And he has to be in his 80s, bro, Mexicano. And I've offered to help. Can I help you mow your lawn? He's like, oh, no. And, and I was like, I'll help Edge. And no, it keeps me going. And he still gets out there, and it takes him probably all day.
But he's doing it.
And but he doesn't want the help because it gives him a reason to keep moving, you know. So that the work you do is beneficial. And the ones that have money and they're educated, they can afford that. But I imagine the ones that don't have that, they would love, they need to get tapped into that where they can just stay active, man, get out and walk, and it'll change your life. That's what I told Drewski. We went over there one day and he was like, let me help you mow the yard. You know, I did his yard, and I was like, get in the sun, bro. Just be out there for 30, 45 minutes. And we were there an hour and a half, did some work together, and he's like, I needed that. I was like, sometimes you just got to get out and stay active, man. You know, don't sit on the couch or don't push it off. You know, I did that for years. I'm grateful for the work I have because it makes me get out there. So, yeah, staying active.
It was a long time not doing shit when I was young, working office jobs, and then, of course, going to school. But then I remember getting a shitty job, and it was hard work, hard work. And I don't know, something about it, it sucked. It fucking was horrible. It was backbreaking. But fuck, it was so fun. Yeah. Like it didn't feel like work. Yeah. And that's a job that I always talk about, where that I had the most shittiest supervisor ever. Like, he took pride in being a backbreaker. Yeah. And when he figured out that he couldn't break our backs, oh fuck, dude, it made him nuts. Like, it drove him nuts that he couldn't break us.
That's crazy.
But I say all that because I think it was the movement, and I think it was the hard work that, in a way, helped us.
Yes, sir.
I can't put it into words, but it was a great, satisfying feeling working all week and then feeling good. Not broke down or run down, but it was backbreaking fucking work.
I wonder if that's why, because I remember, didn't you, right out of high school, weren't you moving for a little while?
Well, when I when I moved to Boston.
Oh, that's right, Boston. You went to my bad.
And I made the mistake of applying for that moving company, and I made the mistake of telling them I had a license, and that motherfucker eyes was like, he was like, "Can you start yesterday?" Like, and I'm like he wanted me to work then, and I was like, "Dude, I can come back tomorrow, bro." Like, I didn't expect to start today. He's like, "All right, man, come tomorrow." But anyways, he needed me for my license. But that being said, fuck, man. I'm talking old Boston, old downtown Boston buildings that don't have fucking elevators.
Yeah, when you told me, I was like,
and like
fuck
80, 90 stories with a motherfucker that's moving out of that apartment or out of that condo with a fucking piano. And you got to take it downstairs. Well, who's going to take it downstairs? The big fucking Mexican. Like, fuck, that sucked, man.
Thank God you're past those days.
Oh, for sure. For sure. But that was the worst fucking backbreaking work I ever fucking did, was moving a fucking piano out of a building from like 60, 70 stories up. And it seemed like everybody we moved had a fucking piano. Like, fuck.
I'm on the
Everybody
86.
have a fucking piano?
And you always saw, like, in the movies when we were kids, where they had cranes when they moved the piano out of the window. I'm like, where the fuck is all that? Like,
And they got big old Mexicans now.
Not a Texas boy, you can handle it. Staying active, man. That's why I love that y'all worked out all these years, because, you know, with me, I was lazy for many years. You know, I'd work food places, and I've said it many times. I thought I'd try and sell weed, and I was just lazy. So being active now, as much as I hate being in the sun and feeling like I'm melting, man, it keeps me going. Yeah. So I pray that I can live past 60, but we all know we're not promised tomorrow. So I take one day at a time, and I'm gonna live.
And that's the key too, is to live a life that you want to fucking live,
Yeah.
And sometimes the life I want to live is on the couch,
Yeah,
man.
definitely,
Like,
yeah.
fuck,
I mean,
I'm tired.
always
as
busy
fuck.
working, yeah.
But being able to move,
Yeah.
I mean, is a blessing in
Yes, sir.
itself.
Yes, sir.
So I thank God that He gives me the ability to fucking have 3 fucking jobs.
Amen, brother. Amen. That's right. Yeah, true.
Anyways, thanks guys for coming.
Oh, yeah, man. Thank you. I missed it, man. I've needed to come check y'all out, man. But definitely thank you
Yeah.
for having me on, brother.
Thomas, you got any last words?
Whip it out.
There you go.
Whip it out.
I'll whip it.
Whip it.
And when you whip it, go ahead and tap it.
Yeah. After 4 taps, it's masturbation.
I was gonna say that on Eric's story. You know how like when they say the chef put his foot in this,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And like, you told that chef, hey, put your dick in this.
put your balls in this motherfucker.
And it's all marinated.
No,
and
just as
everything.
usual, man. Just be good to yourself, like you said. Take care of yourself, but be good to one another, man.
Yeah.
You know, if you out there, give some grace, and I got to work on that too. But
Yeah.
love y'all, man. I was good to be here tonight. Kept me from working.
And then I'm gonna take one off of JP over here and say, live for them.
Fuck yeah.
That was badass, bro. I needed that spark.
I'm
bro.
gonna live for you, man.
I'm gonna live for.
I got a final word. Making a perfect path, whether it be like your driveway, whether it be a bridge, a roadway, it takes a lot of fucking work to create that path.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you got to break up the caliche, break up the rock, break up the soil, pour the foundation, pour the concrete, tie the rebar, all that shit,
All that,
right?
yeah.
Like, all that is discomfort. Well, in your life, you go through a lot of discomforting times, a lot of shit shows, a lot of you asking God, why me? Why is this happening to me?
Yeah.
Maybe your life isn't falling into shit. Maybe it's falling into place. You know what I mean? Maybe everything, all this bad shit, all this work is being done to lay a perfect pathway for the easiness. So, yeah, maybe your life isn't falling out of place. It's falling into place.
That's right. Amen to that, brother. I like that.
But shout out to my sponsors, Miss You Someone. Shout out RL Creations, Tigre Burrito, and KJ Aesthetics. Till next time, guys. Read some books!